We're given the trig integral cosine 99x times sine 101x dx evaluated from 0 all the way up to pi. And without using any trig identities, this may be a bit of an impossible task. So what we'll do is we'll use a product to sum identity. We'll do cosine A times sine B equals 1/2 times sine A plus B minus sine times A minus B. And so bringing in our A's and B's, we've got cosine of 99x, and then we have sine of 101x equals 1/2 times sine 99x plus 101x minus sine of 99x minus 101x. And of course, simplifying this, we get 1/2 times sine 200x minus sine of negative 2x. And of course, what we can do here is we can simplify sine of negative 2x, and we can rewrite that as negative sine 2x, and we'll change this negative to a positive. And so what we really have is 1/2 times sine 200x plus sine 2x. And we can go ahead and plug that back into our original integral now. So we'll kick this 1/2 out front. We'll say 1/2 times the integral from 0 up to pi of sine 200x plus sine 2x dx. And so now, integrating this, we have 1/2 times, and the integral of sine 200x with respect to x will be negative cosine 200x over 200. And then the integral of sine 2x with respect to x, of course, is negative cosine 2x over 2. And we'll evaluate this from 0 up to pi. And so, evaluating from pi first, we'll have 1/2 times negative cosine of 200 pi over 2 minus cosine of 2 pi over 2 minus, in parentheses now, negative cosine of 0 over 200, and this 2 over here, my mistake, is also a 200, minus cosine, again, of 0 over 2. Now, it's important to note that cosine of 200 pi is simply 100 times cosine 2 pi, because what we'll do is we'll go around the unit circle, and we'll have 2 pi radians here. This is 2 pi and 0. But 200 pi is simply, had we gone around the unit circle 100 times, that would be 200 pi. And so the result at that point on the unit circle at 2 pi radians for cosine is just 1. So this is really negative 1 over 200. So we'll write that here. Similarly here, for 2 pi, this becomes negative 1/2. And the same stands true for cosine at 0. It's the same point on the unit circle. So this again is negative 1 over 200, and this once more is negative 1/2. And so rewriting this whole integral, since it's got a bit messy now, we have 1/2 times negative 1 over 200 minus 1/2 minus, in parentheses, minus 1 over 200 minus 1/2. And so what we do now is we'll distribute this negative, that becomes a positive, that becomes a positive, and all of a sudden we've got negative 1 over 200 plus 1 over 200, those cancel. We have negative 1/2 plus 1/2, those cancel. And so our result is simply 1 over 2 times 0, which is 0. And so the result of our integral is just that, 0. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, I hope that you found this helpful.